cultivators of the future. You are currently tuned in to the Aster Show. I am your host and facilitator, Robert Astwood, and I'm super psyched you guys can tune in for the very first episode today. The main basis of the show is really exploring different literary texts, films, and scholarly articles, and any other pieces of information on education, and just talking about these different things and exploring them, seeing what kind of benefits they have in terms of education, what are some new insights that we can learn, and just how can we kind of gain a newer, more well-rounded understanding of what education means, its purpose, and ultimately how we can use it to better serve students. Because, a lot of the times we have all these different programs and initiatives, and kids are just not even taking advantage of it, right? It's not even relevant to them half at a time. So that's kind of really the premise, the basis of what we're going to be doing. So, in addition to gaining new insights on education, one really big thing that you're always going to see me doing is challenging the status quo. It's one of my main things, or disrupting norms. I love doing that, right? Um, so look at it. Let's face it. Like what we learn in education, we're being taught a lot of dominant narratives, and quite frankly, brainwashed to believe a certain history. And if you take a look, that history that they're trying to tell us, or those pieces of information that they're telling us, or things that they're doing, is really not true or not fully representative of what really happened, or not culturally sustaining, right, for a lot of the different students. And as we move along, you'll see that I'm really, really big on humanization. Humanity, or trying to become more fully human, is, I would say, probably my main goal in terms of education. Cultivating the full human person within each student that I talk to, and really just making sure that students actually gain something meaningful, authentic, and relevant when they go to school, or even when they're in everyday life. Because the big thing about education is it's not only official schooling, but it happens in almost probably, if I had to think about it, 24 hours a day, literally. So check it out. Here's the bottom line. My personal calling, that's what I'll call it, right? My purpose, my reason for being here on this planet is as follows. America is failing our students. Just the way that the education system is set up, the focus on production, the emphasis on tracking, ability grouping, just all these things that have nothing to do with the actual development of the human person. It's obvious our education system needs help. So here's the bottom line, all right? Given that the state of our current education system, I'm making it my duty, my personal mission, to fully uproot the core curriculum, completely do away with the neoliberalistic kind of style of education that we have right now, and rebuild that system from the ground up on values of humanization, organic intelligence, whole child centered education, and just really cultivating that full human person, becoming more fully human. So those are like really the values that I want to, you know, not only build the core curriculum, but I want to have like the whole entire nation, like, okay, like really back in this idea. So that's really like what you guys are thinking about. Hey, like what are the motivating factors? Like what's driving me to really even do this show in the first place? It's that I want to start a conversation. I want to get like-minded individuals that are ambitious, that have super big goals, that want to change the country, change the world. So yes, that's why I feel it necessary to start this conversation, and really just get these different perspectives, these new insights going, so that way we can really forge the path for the future and really create that space for meaningful, authentic, and relevant learning to occur. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, come on down, join the party, grab your ideas, bring them with us to the table, and let's really work together to build a new society and a new educational environment that will really invigorate the world, its learners, its educators, and just really bring about that salient and meaningful change to really just excel humanity to that next rung up of existence, because that's really what we want to do. And let's really get together and make our education system a more effectual place for our learners, for ourselves, and all education stakeholders. So any ideas, any new thoughts or concepts on learning, on teaching, on curriculum design, or any kind of insight that you have, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I can be contacted at aster.educationr1@gmail.com. Or if you're big on the tweeting, the tweets, you can reach me on Twitter at Aster_education. Awesome. All right, guys, stay tuned for the next show. And remember, stay cultivating.